Hello movie fans and welcome to Lost in the Reel. Today I'm going to be covering Netflix's new film Athena from acclaimed music video director Romain Gavras. Is this modern Greek tragedy able to make a powerful statement through all of its war-torn chaos, or is its message too on the nose? Let's talk about it. Athena is directed by Romain Gavras and written by Lodge Lee, Elias Belkeder, and Romain Gavras. Hours after the tragic death of their youngest brother in unexplained circumstances, three siblings have their lives thrown into chaos. The apartment complex of Athena becomes an urban battleground where the residents take up arms against the French National Police to ensure that their voices are finally heard. Athena is the third feature film from French director Romain Gavras, who is most well known for his music videos, such as MIA's Bad Girls. He uses every tool in his arsenal to create a gritty, unflinching, and visceral war movie that takes place on the city streets. From a technical standpoint, Athena is absolutely spectacular, and one of the finest filmmaking achievements of the year. However, on a storytelling level, it falters, especially when it comes to developing its characters. Gavras starts his film out with an 11-minute tracking shot that immediately plunges the audience right into the throes of battle. This sequence is so breathtaking that one will wonder how exactly the director will be able to top himself in the rest of the movie. The camera weaves in and out through hundreds of extras as Molotov cocktails are thrown, shots are fired, fists are flying, and fireworks are whizzing by. The control Gavras has of his environment and the way he is able to stage his long shots rival that of what Sam Mendes did with 1917 and Alfonso Cuarón with Children of Men. Two movies that Athena reminds me very much of. And don't expect the movie to slow down at any point after the heart-pounding opening, because Athena never lets up. It is non-stop war action from beginning to end, and your willingness to accept that will ultimately lead to if you will appreciate this film or not. The relentlessness of the brutality and chaos is exhausting, and even though there are a couple of moments of reprieve from the pandemonium, they are few and far between. In this way, I think that the director has succeeded in his wish to put the audience right into the thick of war and allow us to realistically see it for what it is. It was a brave choice to make this the entirety of Athena's DNA, and while it is effective, I couldn't help but as a viewer yearn for more small, quieter moments to allow for room to breathe. In Athena, we follow three brothers who are all dealing with the grief of losing their youngest in vastly different ways. Kareem is furious at the police who failed to take accountability for their actions and is the catalyst for the ensuing war. There is Mokhtar, who is more concerned with keeping his illicit businesses intact during all of the mayhem. And finally, we have Abdel, a war hero and now a cop, who is put right in between his family and his country. What plays out between the three of them is akin to a modern Greek tragedy. Though this is a French film, its themes are universal. Gavras takes a cue from the horrific murder of George Floyd at the hands of the police and the countless other senseless acts of violence that have occurred around the globe by people in power to frame the story. The director captures the feeling of restlessness and rage of our current society to a T. And even though the story is extremely bare bones, Gavras is still able to get his statement across. That people are angry and fed up. They are sick and tired of their voices not being heard, and their own being slain at the hands of the forces who are supposed to protect them. And although it is a call to arms, it is also refreshingly a cautionary tale as well. We seek revolution, but at what cost? Is it worth it in the end to stoop to the level of our oppressors? So while the narrative is basic, the intent behind it is quite powerful. But the emotional wallop needed to elevate Athena to the next level never came to fruition. Why? Because Gavras doesn't give his characters time to be fully fleshed out. These brothers end up just being pawns in getting Gavras' point across, rather than being people you can connect to. I wish that the director hadn't been so quick to throw us into the action at the very beginning. If he had put in the time to set up his story and his characters and then set off the powder keg, Athena would probably have been an all-out masterpiece. As is, I still think that this is a must-watch. Very rarely do we get to lay witness to such bravura filmmaking, and I believe that it should be celebrated. I cannot wait to see what the future has in store for this director. If this is only his third feature film, then he has a bright road ahead. So I will be giving Athena 3.5 Molotov cocktails out of 5. From a technical standpoint, Athena is one of the most impressive films of the year. But its storytelling, and especially its lack of character development, brings it down a couple of notches. Though its non-stop action is so riveting and breathtaking and pulse-pounding that you won't have time to notice its faults until after the credits have rolled. Thank you so much for watching Lost in the Reel. What are your thoughts on Athena? What do you think is the best one-take tracking shot in cinema history? And what are your takeaways from the messaging behind this film? Sound off in the comment section down below. And until next time, my friends, take care.